Hello friends, welcome back to another video. So yesterday, season 14 aka The Island was finally released in French. And I speak French, so I'm fortunate enough to be able to watch season 14 this early and understand what's going on. And of course, I'm going to spoil the entire thing, so you have been warned. And now let's get started. First, I'm gonna talk about the plot. So basically, Misako, Wu, and Clutch Powers went to the Uncharted Island to explore it. Meanwhile, some Kryptonian prisoners escaped and Lloyd is trying to investigate. Then this dude from season 11 episode 13 came and he was just as annoying as he was in season 11. He told the ninja that Misako was fired from the club because she disappeared, which is a really stupid rule, but whatever. He also told them that she went to the Uncharted Island and Pixel said that this island is on the south and that the only person who came back alive from there is Twitchy Tim. The ninjas suddenly get their suits and go to visit Twitchy Tim. They told him that they need to find Misaka and Wu on the island, and they told him that 3 times because this dude has been struck by lightning and he loses his memory every 2 seconds. It was a really annoying scene, but he came with them in the end and gave us some information about the island. It has blue sand and a lot of thunder. The ninja reached the island after facing some obstacles. They fought some statues and met Zippy, but they got caught by the keepers. And for some freaking reason, their leader thought that the ninja wanted to steal their amulet, which is just very stupid. You can't accuse any random person of trying to steal your stuff. But the ninja went to jail. Lloyd escaped and Jay was given as a gift to Wahira. But the ninja rescued him. It turned out that Wahira is fake and it's actually Ronan and the Kryptonian prisoners who are deceiving the stupid keepers. But they got defeated by the ninja and the keepers became allies to the ninja. Then we see the real Wahira under the ocean. For the keepers, the first Pinjutsu master gave them the amulet 1,000 years ago and they kept it safe. They also have the elemental power of thunder, which is the new elemental power introduced in this season. And they thought that this new fake Wahira is the real Wahira, and Ronan manipulated them and told them that they should give it gold and stuff. And that's it for the island's plot. Let's start with the good stuff about it. The island is easily one of the best locations we saw in the series so far. Visually, it's beautiful, and I like the different locations it has. It gives you this mysterious vibe, and the ocean looks so good too. The water looks beautiful and way better than it did in seasons 11 to 13. The animation is definitely improving. I also really like the action scenes. The camera moves and the fluid moves are so enjoyable to watch. In terms of animation, visuals, action, and locations, this season exceeded expectations. I also really like the plot twist of Ronan. I really didn't see it coming. I thought that the mechanics behind all this, even Lloyd said that he thought it's the mechanic, but Ronan's design isn't the best, but I'm glad that he's finally back after 6 seasons of absence. And you really need an explanation to why he's evil again. I mean, he is Ronan, that's enough explanation for me. I also like the keepers a bit. They are not really evil and was actually shocked that the real main villain of the season is Ronan, not Mamatus or whatever his name is. So this season had a good amount of surprises and I enjoyed that. Misako having a bigger role was cool too. Now let's talk about the bad stuff, and boy do we have a lot of stuff to talk about. So if you expected Clutch Powers to be better than what he was in season 11, I feel sorry for you. This dodge still is awful and easily Ninjago's worst character ever. He's just so cringy and annoying and he was equally as terrible as he was in season 11. No improvement at all. His jokes are so cringy too. Twitchy Tim is also a terrible character. He had the worst scene of the season, which is when the ninja met him the first time. Him losing his memory every 2 seconds and repeating the same question is supposed to be funny, but it ended up being extremely annoying and childish. I didn't like this dude from first glance, and after seeing more of him, I can guarantee that he got himself a spot in the top 10 worst characters list. The ninja were so boring, especially Lloyd, and it was really annoying that he had a bigger role. Cole, Jay, Kai, Zen, and Nia, all of them were very generic and one-dimensional characters. They don't feel like the same characters from those first 10 seasons. The humor is also really bad and cringy. And now to one of the worst things about this season, and it's how ridiculously rushed it is. This is easily Ninjago's most rushed story ever. The ninja learn about Misako getting lost, learn about the island, get their suits, and go to Twitchy Tim and reach the island in just 6 minutes. I'm watching and I'm like, wait, let me understand what just happened. You can't go to the next thing this quickly. And not only that, but other stuff too, like the ninja saving Jay, the backstory of the keepers, etc. I expected this season to be rushed, but it's honestly way too much. The new elemental power was cool, but I would have preferred something else like storms or sand, because thunder is pretty much the same thing as lightning. I'm kinda disappointed by that and wish that it was used and explored a bit more. Twitchy Tim accepted the ninja's invitation after he almost died at the island, and then he regretted coming like 3 minutes later. Jay's behavior with the keepers and the ninja's behavior as a whole, a lot of really weird stuff was happening. It was not that great to watch. The tone was not that good as well. I'm currently watching the entire series and I'm at season 8 right now. And watching the island after watching the season 8 episode was an obvious decline in terms of tone. Like I said, there was a lot of really weird stuff happening, and that's due to poor writing. No offense to the writers, but I feel like they aren't learning from their mistakes. How many times did we complain about Lloyd being overfocused? How many times did we complain about clutch powers, about the childish tone, about the rushed stories? But they just threw all of that in the ocean, pun intended, and just continued this. I love the writers and they did a decent job with seasons 12 and 13, but the island made me feel like they didn't really care. I'm not expecting something in the level of seasons 8 to 10, especially in terms of the tone, but I really hope that they do something at least nearly as good as that. So overall, this season was definitely better than expected, but I would not say that it was great. It's just decent. As an introduction to season 15, it did a really good job, but looking at it as its own season, it was not awesome. There were some really good stuff like the animation, the locations, and also Ron's reintroduction, but some really bad stuff like clutch powers, switchy time, the tone, the ninja, and the rush story. And I really loved the vibe and the location itself. So if I have to rank it among the other TV specials, I will say that it's better than Day of the Departed, but weaker than The Pals. And if I have to rank it among all the other Ninjago seasons, it will be my fourth least favorite installment, only better than seasons 1, 11, and Day of the Departed. And I will give it a 6.5 out of 10. So that's it for my season 14 review. I will be doing more videos about it, like the ranking update, so yeah, stay tuned for that. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to tell me what you think of the review and what you think of season 14 as a whole. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share to your friends, and I'll see you next time.